The Galactic Council chambers fell silent as Ambassador Krell addressed the assembly. His scaled skin glistened under the artificial lights as he gestured with long, slender fingers toward the holographic display. "The humans are a primitive species," he declared, mandibles clicking in what passed for amusement among his kind. "They have barely ventured beyond their own solar system. They are fragmented, emotional, and inefficient. Should your vessel malfunction in their territory, do not expect aid. Humans won't rescue you." In the audience, Officer Tarn nodded along with the other junior diplomats. The briefing on Earth was standard procedure before any mission to the Sol system. Humans were a curiosity, a species that had achieved spaceflight despite their internal conflicts and emotional nature. 3 standard months later, Tarn found himself piloting a small diplomatic shuttle toward Earth's orbital station. The mission was simple: deliver updated trade agreements and return to the galactic hub. Nothing that would require interaction with actual humans beyond the necessary formalities. He was halfway to Earth when the alarm blared. Red warning lights flashed across his control panel. The engine core's containment field was failing, a catastrophic malfunction that would result in complete engine shutdown within minutes. Tarn's 4 hearts pounded as he frantically tried to stabilize the field. Nothing worked. With trembling hands, he activated the distress beacon, knowing it was futile. The nearest galactic vessel was days away, and according to Ambassador Krell, humans were unlikely to respond. His shuttle drifted, power systems failing one by one. Tarn calculated he had approximately 6 hours of life support remaining. As the cold of space seeped into the cabin, he composed himself for the inevitable end, reciting the prayer of passage as taught by the elders. 5 hours later, as the air grew thin and Tarn's consciousness began to fade, a sharp metallic clang reverberated through the hull. The shuttle shuddered. Someone or something was attempting to dock. A mechanical whir sounded as the emergency airlock cycle initiated. Tarn's vision blurred as the inner door opened, revealing a bulky figure in what appeared to be a primitive environmental suit. "Hello? Can you hear me?" The human's voice was distorted through the translator. "We picked up your distress signal. I'm Captain Tom from the ESS Horizon. We're here to help." Tarn struggled to process this information. Humans had responded to his distress call. They had come to rescue him. The human, Tom, approached cautiously. "You're suffering from oxygen deprivation. We need to get you to our medical bay immediately." As Tarn was transferred to the human vessel, he observed their inefficient but functional rescue procedures. The human crew worked with unexpected coordination, connecting his life support systems to their own and stabilizing his condition. In the medical bay, a human doctor named Lisa monitored his vital signs. "Your physiology is different from ours," she explained, "but the principles of trauma care are universal. You're going to be okay." During his recovery, Tarn learned that the humans had diverted their entire mission to respond to his distress call. When he questioned this decision, Captain Tom seemed confused by the question. "It's what anyone would do," Tom said with a shrug. "You don't leave someone to die in space, it doesn't matter what planet they're from." The human crew treated him not as an alien dignitary, but simply as someone who needed help. They shared their meals, explained their customs, and showed genuine interest in his culture. This behavior contradicted everything Tarn had been taught about humans. When they reached Earth's orbital station, Tarn was surprised to discover that news of his rescue had spread. The human media celebrated the crew's actions not as exceptional, but as expected behavior. The rescue was considered routine, a matter of basic decency rather than political calculation. At the diplomatic reception, held in his honor, Tarn met the station commander, a gruff human named Jack who had authorized the rescue mission. "Ambassador Krell visited last year," Jack mentioned casually. "Interesting fellow. Had some strange ideas about humans." Tarn hesitated before speaking. "He told us that humans wouldn't rescue alien vessels in distress." Jack laughed, the sound hearty and genuine. "Did he now? Well, I suppose that explains why your people seem so surprised by basic decency." In our culture, Tarn explained, resources are allocated based on strategic value. A junior officer like myself wouldn't warrant an emergency response. Jack's expression sobered. That's where we differ, I guess. On Earth, we have a maritime tradition going back centuries. You never leave someone stranded. Space is just another ocean to us, and that tradition came with us when we reached the stars. Later that night, Tarn composed his report to the Galactic Council. He described the human rescue protocols, their insistence on treating all sentient beings with equal care, and their puzzling disregard for hierarchical value assessment. Contrary to our briefing, he wrote, humans will not only rescue you, they will do so without calculating your worth or demanding compensation. They consider this behavior normal and expected. This suggests that our understanding of human psychology requires significant revision. In the months that followed, Tarn was appointed as special liaison to Earth. He worked to update the official galactic records on human behavior and initiated a cultural exchange program focused on emergency response protocols. When Ambassador Krell protested these initiatives, claiming humans were merely posturing for political advantage, Tarn invited him to visit Earth's historical archives, to see thousands of years of humans risking their lives for strangers, often without recognition or reward. They are emotional and inefficient, Tarn conceded during a council debate. But we have misinterpreted what this means. Their emotions drive them to value all life equally. Their inefficiency stems from their refusal to calculate the worth of a single life against resources expended. The oldest council member, Admiral Vore, leaned forward. And you believe this makes them worthy allies? Tarn thought of Captain Tom, Dr. Lisa, and Commander Jack, humans who had saved him without hesitation or expectation. I believe, he said carefully, that any species who would divert a mission to save a single unimportant alien diplomat is a species we would be foolish to underestimate or to alienate. The council chambers erupted in debate, but Tarn noticed several members nodding thoughtfully. The humans had proven Ambassador Krell wrong, and in doing so, they had opened a door to genuine understanding between their worlds. They said humans wouldn't rescue you, but they were wrong.